Yeah, that's a really good thing. Let's see what they do have for us today. And by the way, in case you didn't notice, there's apparently a thing on the sign that says Tower Drools. I don't think there's any sort of commentary to it. It just, it's something. All right.
Welcome to the Ride. It's good to see you.
Hi, elevator lady.
Playing alone, are you? Don't worry, we won't resent you for it. Are you new to the Ride? Of course, my apologies. You clearly look like you know what you're doing, but protocol obligates me to ask. As a reminder, here are your buzzers.
Spacebar in the return.
Before you go, please be aware that this is a non-profit fan project in no way associated with Jackbox Games.
Yeah, in other words, if you're pissed about a question, don't say it to them.
That's it for our time together. I will see you at the bottom.
750, eh?
It's time for the show where hot culture and pop culture collide. This episode of The Ride is brought to you by Climate Cola. Whether it's cold or warm, this beverage is sure to satisfy your thirst, whatever the weather. And now, from the broadcast booth to the recording booth, here's Sam Feeley.
How's it going, Snowbird? Hope your retirement home in Florida is a nice place for long enough, which is going to last longer. Florida being livable, or you being there to live in it? Time to address the elephant in the room and dive into the ever-rising seas of anthropogenic climate change. Buzz in for... There's our money, and here's our category. Not in my greenhouse. And they're off. Imagine that all the world's greenhouse gases were actually coming from the pink house. Which world leader would be issuing a formal apology? The president of Argentina, the prime minister of Japan, the president of Turkey, or the president of the European Commission?
For some strange reason, Japan is speaking out to me.
I told you not to do that!
Oh.
The office and residence of the president of Argentina is called La Casa Rosada, which means the pink house in English. If current trends continue, Argentinian climate scientists predict that the capital's Aries won't be so buenos anymore. How much is this one worth to you? Now approaching our next stop. Breaking the biosphere is bad. Hey, Einstein, you might want to pick up a few Deutschmarks here to fix up your bank account. Suppose Walter White's meth lab also produced the purest CH4, better known as methane. Which of these would not be true about it? He's making the reason why Neptune is blue, he's making a stronger greenhouse gas than CO2, he's making a highly explosive gas, or he's making the whole lab reek.
I think it's the strength.
You're wrong and you smell like ass. Methane is the main component of natural gas, which is extremely combustible and traps heat in the atmosphere 20 times as effectively as carbon dioxide, but it's odorless in its purest form. His catchphrase is, "I am the one who knocks the entire ecosystem out of balance." Sure. Okay, how much money am I giving? Now stepping up to the plate. Greta hold of yourselves. 41. This one's for you, Dave. Here's the pitch. Suppose Greta Thunberg was asked to do a speech at a music festival, and even more unbelievably, she agreed. Which of these lines would not reference a song made by a fellow Swede? World leaders only care about money, money, money. I saw the sign of climate change. Why can't our leaders? What does the fox say about his changing environment? Or a million voices will be heard to save our planet. Can you not? And then can you continue to not? Ylvis, the multi-talented comedy and music duo behind What Does the Fox Say, is Norwegian, not Swedish. Stopping climate change is really important in Scandinavia. How they continue to get their Winter Olympics medals otherwise.
Multi-talented, eh?
Talk to me, kiddo. Give me a nice job. That was my allowance when I was 8. Your category is Bay State of Emergency. In my home state of Massachusetts, one of the biggest signs of climate change is the increasingly mild winters with less and less snowfall and fewer 0-degree days, at least on the Fahrenheit and Celsius scales. Which of my fellow Bay Staters would be freaking out at the prospect of more 0-degree days? The Delisle user in Carlisle, the Romer user in Somerville, the Newton user in Newton, or the Romer user in Rehoboth? No, but if anyone is going to use an obscure temperature scale on a daily basis, it's definitely someone from a hipster haven like Somerville. Delisle is an inverted temperature scale that assigns smaller values to warmer temperatures. It puts the freezing point of water at 150 and the boiling point of water at 0. Anything hotter than that goes into the negatives. But not even a 0-degree Kelvin day will stop a true New Englander from getting their Dunkin's iced coffee.
Nah, true.
Hit your buzzer, let's see how...
Bingo. I could use this.
I wonder the sea, and golly, did I marvel. C-O-R-A-L, C-O-R-A-l, C-O-R-A-l. What do you mean it's all dying?
Welcome to Coral. For now, hit your buzzer when the first letter of the correct answer lights up. Be the first to grab all 5 letters and you get the real cash. All right,
okay.
Let's party. The Great Barrier blank is in danger.
That would be Reef.
Now that's reefer madness. Cartel of oil producers.
OPEC.
OPEC. Atomic number 3 used in rechargeable batteries.
Lithium, okay.
The iciest continent.
Antarctica.
For now. Wind, solar, and hydro are blank energy. Renewable. Bill Clinton's environmentalist former vice president. Al Gore. Carbon neutral scams operate on carbon blank.
I don't know. Offsetting. Okay.
Chemical formula for carbon dioxide.
FeCO2.
CO2. Coral.
There we go.
That belongs to you. Hey, come on now. No rubbernecking. Back to work. Something. Will our mystery guest enter and sign in, please? The bipolar ice cap. Take your seats. The show's about to begin. If the polar ice caps were at risk of an emotional meltdown rather than a climate change-induced one, which of these medications would be the most helpful in mitigating it? Metoprolol, diazepam, sildenafil, or empagliflozin?
I think it's 2.
Among other uses, diazepam, also known as Valium, can be taken as needed to reduce the effects of a panic attack. A panic attack that is, coincidentally, caused by fear of our impending ecological collapse.
Fair.
Hit your buzzer. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. Here's a category. It's the recycle of life. In Buddhism, a person goes through the cycle of reincarnation or death and rebirth until they have found true peace, break from the cycle, and enter nirvana. Now, keeping that in mind, considering how much of the US's plastics don't get recycled, what are the odds of them entering the Buddhist nirvana after they're thrown out? 33%, 50%, 70%, or 97%? Why would you pick that? Are you stupid? Only about 2 to 3% of plastics in the United States actually get recycled, and the remaining ones end up in landfills. So the odds of them breaking the reincarnation cycle and entering nirvana are over 97%. You heard it here first. Landfills are nirvana for plastics. Now's the time to hit Beeble Babble Booby Parade.
Hooray!
The hell? I knew I forgot something when I was writing the contracts. Here's what this category is really called. Automation will render line cooks obsolete. Now remember, as time runs out, so does the money, so the sooner you buzz in, the better. Alright, take a look at this gibberish phrase and tell me what political term it rhymes with. Machine crew peel.
Machine crew peel. Machine crew peel. Machine crew peel. Machine crew peel.
It's a set of American legislation, so it doesn't do anything good.
Machine crew peel.
It's a set of American legislation aimed at combating climate change.
Machine crew peel.
A deal for a new generation. Hurry it up and I'll give you some cash. Go!
There you go.
The discourse surrounding the Green New Deal proved that you can't even joke about taking away hamburgers and Hummers from Republicans. I'm talking about the car. Pick a value. Today's special. Are we there yet? The world's getting worse and worse every year. Species are going extinct, islands are going underwater, storms are getting stronger, the Arctic Circle is shrinking, the ocean currents are being disrupted, and hang on, why the hell is the Arctic Circle shrinking? Because of rising average sea temperature, because of lower ozone levels in the atmosphere, because of glaciers and permafrost disappearing, or the Earth's axis just does that? No, but that's another item to add to the list of reasons not to look forward to the future. The Earth's axis is currently tilting upright really slowly, so the radius of the Arctic Circle decreases by about 15 meters a year. For once, we humans had nothing to do with it. Whew. That's one alarming sounding thing that's not because of us against like 1,000.
Not exactly.
Rise and shine, millennial. Here we have this dry spell's disaster. We here at You Don't Know Jack the Ride like to joke around, but we wanted to make a more serious point with this episode. So hopefully you'll be leaving with a conceptual understanding and vocabulary that you need to discuss the climate change caused by human industrial activity. And I sincerely hope you've been paying attention from start to finish, because how do you spell the synonym of man-made that I use at the start of this game to describe climate change? You know, anthropogenic. Your time starts now.
Oh, no, I'm not spelling it. I know it's
Oops, you blew it. What does it say that you've likely learned more about climate change today from You Don't Know Jack the Ride than you ever will from the news or our political leaders? Nothing good.
You're right.
Okay, friendo, how much money?
It is by the way, I should have went for it. It's spelled just how it sounded. I was thinking it'd be some
I think we've subjected you to enough traumatic visions of our future. Let's take it easy on you with this clue. Rhymes with melt. Don't be like the polar ice caps and melt down during this jack attack. Good luck.
Yeah. That'd be a belt. that's a welt. That would be felt. Okay, you're kilt. You're spelt. There you go. I wanted to say gloat at first for that one.
Yeah, buddy, you show that attack who's boss. Now let's show your final score. That's all
Okay,
she wrote.
we're on the rise. Not pretty, but we are on the rise. Alright, it's time to take care of business here. And this concludes this episode of You Don't Know Jack, the Rewrite. If you like what you saw here, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, leave a comment in the section below, and spread the word. This is Sick and Squeeze Gaming, and the arcade is now closed. I think we're going to take a quick 90 and be back with the next game. I got the wheel with us. I think I may actually do what we planned on doing and go random for those 3 games. The only exceptions would be if we get number 2, then we go with the try to pick the celebrity quick call, and if it's what's the other one? Okay. Shoot. Give me 1 second here. Oh yeah, if it was TV, we would pick the